Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashim and this training update is going to comprise of volume sessions for the deadlift and bench press. I mentioned in my last video that I received some awesome fractional plates from Sanjit Paul, the owner of Challenge Barbell. I'm really happy with these, and being the eager beaver that I am, I put them to use on deadlifts right in the beginning. I bumped the weight from 215 kilos to 216, which may not seem like a lot to some of you, but doing sets of 4 and 3 reps, supersetting them with rows, also which I micro-loaded with weight, was very challenging. My friend Derek Mortensen brought this point up about my deadlifts, and I've commented on this in the past as well. I tend to get better with each rep. What I mean is that on any set of multiple reps, the first rep is the only real challenge for me. After that, each subsequent rep just gets better and better in terms of bar speed and quality. This is also why I'm very capable of turning my 1 rep max into a 2 rep max. I don't know if this is something that can be worked on or corrected. I intend on doing so, but it may just be that this is the type of lifter that I am. Getting tight, activating all my muscles, bracing my core, and then engaging all my muscles at once seems to be a gradual process for me. This is why my second rep is better than my first, and my third rep is better than my second, and so on and so forth. This is going to be a constant process to improve and grow as a trainee. I don't want to roll the bar around before I lift. I don't want to go back to doing that dipping thing that I used to do before lifting. I used to do this thing a few years ago. If you look at my older videos, where I would sort of squat down to the bar between my legs, and then I start deadlifting, and I don't want to do any of that stuff. In terms of getting my setup, I'm much better today than before, so I want to keep moving in that direction while keeping this intention to engage everything at once in mind. I'm sure it'll happen over time, but this is a very interesting point. I'm glad someone else also noticed it other than me, and I'm going to be spending my time working on this. Anyway, during this workout, I developed some extreme soreness in my lower back. Initially, I feared that I triggered my old injury, but then I remembered that the injury was on my left side and this pain was on my right. It can get confusing if you've been through too many nasty injuries. But it wasn't quite like an injury type pain. It was just really deep soreness, but it's hard to tell sometimes. But being as bullheaded as I am, I just powered through it, and then when it came to squats, I took it light and easy. In fact, on both deadlift and bench days, you will notice my squat numbers are just a bit below normal. That's because when I unrack the bar and take a step back with my right leg, it causes pain in my right hip near the lower back and glute area, and then the pain moves to the side near my waist, causing me to lose core tightness. There's no pain during the squat rep actually, in the sense that during the rep there's no pain. But something told me instinctively to do some split squats after bench, so I threw those in there, and then the pain went away. And it went away so much so that on the last workout I hit personal records on every single set, including the failed attempt on Anderson back squats. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead. Let's talk about deadlifts first. One point I want to make is that my 8-week cycle is drawing to a close. Next cycle I want to focus on either adding another row variation, making it a superset of 3 exercises, deadlifts, barbell rows and band rows, or working with slightly higher intensity at a lower rep range. I will discuss this with Eric, but it's a difficult balance to maintain. I can't really push. I don't want to work up to really super heavy singles or doubles on this movement on this day if I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other days as well. So I need to balance this out and find a way. This is it's still maximal in strength, but it's on the lower end of that small spectrum of 10%, 90% of my max. This is closer to 90%. All the other days are way above. So I want to stick to that, unless of course my 1 rep max increases drastically, in which case it's party time. Anyway, bench day. All about climbing that ladder one bit at a time. This time I added weight as well as a rep. This is double progression, and I'm happy with the bar control and bar speed. I cannot believe I'm knocking out so much volume on bench, but this is one of those exercises that I think popular propaganda is right about. You guys who follow my training know how little I care about what professional powerlifters are peddling these days. Everybody's got their own agenda. That doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't affect what I'm going to do. But the one piece of bench advice I think really holds true is that volume is truly king when it comes to the bench press. So SDT, single, double, triple progression of Eric Troy, is going to help me bust that, and with these fractional plates, I'm just sailing along. Ideally, I would have resetted SDT sometime after week 8 or so, but I think this current week is some week 20 or something like that. It's It's quite a lot, and I have no intention of stopping. I want to be able to hit 105 kilos, which is I think like 97% of my max, just using microloading at this high volume. I did 30 reps just with 88 kilos, and I'm going to keep bumping that up. I'm going to hit 90 soon, maybe in a couple of weeks. We'll see. But just being able to have that kind of work capacity is awesome, and that's what's going to propel my bench press. I'm already lifting 110 kilos as my max, so I'm hoping that very soon I'm able to break through that. I want to get 125 this year, and hey man, I would really love to get a 4-plate bench, but that's not going to happen, so I'll just settle for a 3-plate bench, and that would be really awesome. Last day is an extra workout. That's the last video that you guys the set of clips that you guys are going to see is of my last extra workout. I did some Anderson back squats, and I was able to go heavy finally because the hip pain went away. This is also what leads me to believe that it was just extreme soreness and not anything else. The thing is that doing squats every day helps because that consistency causes my body to be ready to handle big weights. So 145 for 4 is a PR, 166 for 2 is also a PR, and that failed attempt with 177 was pretty funny. I did include that in this video because I think I look like a sack of potatoes as I plonk at the bottom and just roll over. So that was hilarious. And I just lay there on the floor like wondering like, damn, that bar speed was wrong, and then I moved my force. I think one of my training partners who knows a lot about physics said that my force vector was wrong. But yeah, I was just like, oh damn, I missed that sweet spot. Bar roll forward, everything just went to shit. But damn. So anyway, I got my focus back. The anxiety and fear of hitting a PR left me. I was worried about my hip pain. I forgot about that. I was able to engage my core, and I just crushed 177 for a solid single. It was a big grinder, and I'm very happy with this achievement. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I appreciate your love and support. I hope everyone is having a good week. Thank you.